Hey guys, Thogden here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Another game week predictions. Are we on 29 now?
We certainly are, Theo.
I'm excited for it. And look, we're in Dublin. We're about to go to the Dublin derby tonight, so watch out for the video. Notifications on now. You probably have no idea about Irish football, but I tell you what, it's going to kick off. It's going to be a great game, loads of limbs. It's a derby at the end of the day, but we've got to start with the Premier League. Let's bring in our guest. It's very special. We've got a family member. It's Thogsy.
Hey. Oh my goodness, this is my favourite child. Oh goodness, did I actually say that?
Bye guys, have a good one, yeah?
See ya. Okay, Thogsis, let's crack on with this.
I'm back because this guy's a mug and we've got a video to film. But how many likes are we going for, Thogsis?
15,300.
Wow, that is precise.
What? Why so precise?
I don't know, it just came to me on the moment.
What a mug, honestly. Right, let's kick start. Come on, Dad, what's the first game?
And the first game is Brighton and Hove Albion in 13th against Liverpool in 2nd place. Brighton lost the last four. Liverpool smashing it in the league, aren't they?
They are. I simply think they're going to win. Brighton, they've fallen away over the last few weeks. Graham Potter is having a tough job. Liverpool are on fire. I think it's going to be 3-1 to the Reds. I'm going with a goal for Salah, Diaz and Robertson. And I know you got him on FPL recently, so he'll turn up.
Seema, what are you thinking for this game?
I've got a mate who supports Brighton, so Alex, this one's for you. I'm going to say Brighton 1-0.
Wow, that is astonishing. I tell you what, Liverpool in Europe were average, weren't they? It's like they made all the mistakes in 90 minutes, but they're not going to make mistakes here. Brighton 0, Liverpool 2.
There was no mistakes. They're through to the next round. Simple as that. They didn't need to win. They won in the first leg. Liverpool are on very good form right now.
It's not good for your confidence to lose a game of football. I know it doesn't matter in one respect.
Nah, look.
It's not good for your confidence.
Right now, the Reds are brilliant on the clock. They've got the additions in January. But Thogsis is back in the Brighton. I love that. No, it's a good little difference.
Do you know why?
Big
Because
up
she's a
Alex.
hipster and she loves Brighton.
Oh no, no, Thog Dad, you're just so cringe.
The next game is Brentford against Burnley of Lancashire. It's London against Lancashire. 15th against 18th. What a massive relegation tussle there.
It's a 6-pointer. And usually when we have a 6-pointer, it ends a draw. Because it matters too much. I know Brentford just came off a big win. Ivan Toney hat-trick.
Oh, amazing.
And Burnley are falling away over the last couple of games. They started very well. The Weghorst bounce. But the recent form has fallen. I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
Wow, do you know what? I'm going to go with a Brentford win. Eriksen's back. That is amazing to see. Did you see that tussle he had?
Yeah, I know he's back, but he's not going to be playing at his best.
But in the dressing room, that is an important figure, isn't it? This could go either way.
Yeah.
I just think home advantage this time. But Seema, what do you think?
I've heard Burnley's a bit of a shithole, so I'm going to give it to Brentford.
You must have listened to that diss track the other day.
Yeah, they were getting too far here. Like, Burnley fans, I'm sorry about this.
Do you like Burnley now?
I once drove through Burnley. Well, I can't drive, but someone drove through with me, my mate, and it was actually quite a nice place.
Oh,
it actually was.
That's right.
It's
Yeah,
like the outskirts, countryside, the nice, walks with your dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, it's Lancashire, la la la. Who are you backing? Brentford, yeah.
Brentford.
Because of
Brentford 1, Brentford 2-1.
Manchester United in 5th place against Tottenham Hotspur in 7th. One of the games of the weekend. We're going to be in a Dublin pub watching that. But Man United against City in the derby. Terrible fear.
Terrible. Ralph Ragnick, I don't understand what he's trying with that team. Pogba at like a false 9. I mean, it didn't make sense in my head. Sancho scored a good goal, but he's the only player in that forward line that I genuinely believe has a bit about them right now. Ronaldo is kicking off with the manager. We don't even know if he's going to play in this game. You look at that Tottenham team, you know Kane's on form, you know Kulusevski's looking really good, and to be honest, Heung-min Son consistent as ever. I'm going to go out on a limb and back Tottenham Hotspur at Old Trafford to win 2-1.
Oh my goodness, I've got to know, Seema, what do you think of Cristiano Ronaldo?
He's a good-looking lad, so I might say I'm a little bit biased.
But he's rubbish on the pitch. Have you ever watched 90 minutes of Ronaldo? It actually is best you keep it that way and it's not worth watching. Seriously, not worth it.
Hashtag Thogden doesn't know ball.
I know ball and I know Ronaldo is not the GOAT.
It's going to be Man United 2, Spurs 2. It's going to be a cracker. Seema, what's going to happen?
Prediction?
1-1.
I want to see this down in the comments. It's the biggest game this week. We're in Ireland. Loads of United fans in this country. The pubs are going to be rocking. But I want to hear what you say in the comments below. Going to shout out people that are correct. So look out for the pinned comment. The last time they played at Old Trafford was a 6-1 battering to Tottenham, and I'm backing them again. 6 points over 2 years. Let's move on to Chelsea-Newcastle.
And now for a fascinating game. It's Chelsea in 3rd place against Newcastle United in 14th, but Chelsea kind of owned by the British government now against Newcastle kind of owned by the Saudi government, allegedly. What is going to happen here?
This is the most mental game this week, in my opinion. What's gone on in Chelsea over the last week is ridiculous. The sanctions have actually come into place on Roman Abramovich. He is no longer allowed to have any assets in this country, in the nation. Therefore, This is now, like you said, owned by the government. They're also not allowed to have a kit sponsor, so no more 3. They've abandoned it. The fans are not allowed to buy tickets to the match. The players are not allowed to sign new contracts. They might not be able to get Tuchel again. Rudiger's not going to be next year. I mean, they could be on a downfall here, Chelsea. This might be the real beginning of the end for one of the biggest football clubs in the world.
Yeah, it's an incredible situation, but despite the politics, Kai Havertz, what a couple of games he's had there. 3 goals, 1 assist in 3 hours.
It's actually really incredible, isn't it? The fact that all the players are coming together and grinding out big results. Norwich, they beat them, 4-1 in the end? Like, they're really coming together and dominating in these matches where there's so many problems above them. They easily have an excuse, but they're not. However, Newcastle, let's speak about them.
Oh my goodness, they're brilliant form. I mean, they're safe now, aren't they?
I have no idea how they go a game, another game, another game, win, doesn't matter. Home, away. Eddie Howe is an absolute mastermind. He's got Bruno Guimaraes scoring scorpion kicks, or whatever you call this. I'm going to do this on camera. He did that. I nearly took everything out there, but he basically did that from the corner to win 2-1 last night. But will this run continue against Chelsea?
I reckon Chelsea will be just that little bit too good. I think it'll be close. I'm going for Chelsea 2-1, but Seema, what are you thinking?
I think Chelsea will win. I think they're clearly going through a bit of a tough time, but that might spur them on to try even harder.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
I completely agree.
Going to go for 1-0.
1-0.
You know, that is the psychologist speaking, isn't it?
Yeah, psychology degree there.
I know.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, some of us went to uni.
Bye,
guys.
Yes.
Shut
up.
up.
That is brilliant.
You're so cringe
that
when
is
Dogs is
brilliant.
on it, honestly. It's embarrassing.
End the video now.
I'm going to be real with you. The togetherness, the
Yeah.
fans. This is the last game for a lot of Chelsea fans. If they don't have a season ticket, they'll be allowed to enter the stadium. You have an attachment like it's your religion when you're really close with your football club. There's going to be so much noise and so much atmosphere within the Stamford Bridge for this match. It will create a Blues win. It will stop the Geordie run. It's going to be 2-0. I completely agree with Dogsis.
Everton in 17th against Wolverhampton Wanderers in 8th. Everton, what is happening to them? They are in danger of relegation here.
Yeah, listen, Dad, Lampard has to win.
Yes.
He's got no choice. The recent form hasn't been good enough. They've fallen apart at certain moments. They look like they could get relegated. One thing going for them, if you look at the home record, it's not too bad.
Yes. But Wolves, hard to call. Last week they won 1, they lost 1. Who's going to show up?
I get the feeling Frank Lampard will fire them up and DCL's going to score and they're going to win 2-0. And I know the comments are going to be after me again because Wolverhampton Wanderers, I don't back them enough to win. But I just think right now, I got it right on the Palace game, and I'm going to back it again here. I think the Toffees at home will perform. They have to turn up.
I'm going to disagree here. Everton 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 1. I think they're just that little bit better
Hang on,
than Everton.
if they can't beat Wolves at home, you surely reckon Toffee's going down then, right?
That's going to be really close. It's going to go to the wire.
Haven't you not seen their upcoming games? It's really difficult after this.
Correct.
So surely if they don't pick up points here, I don't know how you'd expect.
I want to know what Seema
He's
thinks.
basically trying to avoid the question. I reckon he thinks Everton's going down.
I don't know anything about either team, but Wolves' kit is kind of like piss.
So I've now lost my monetisation. You've roasted me. You like Ronaldo. Honestly, Sim, you're never welcome back on this channel ever again. But you're backing Everton, right?
Yeah, I'm going to actually agree with you and go 2-0.
And you copied my predictions.
Leeds United against Norwich, 16th against 20th, a massive relegation scrap. Leeds have lost the last 5, but against Leicester City, I thought they were alright.
Yeah, the new American gaffer hasn't got off to a great start. That 3-0 loss to Villa is simply not good enough at home.
Yes.
1 shot on target, 4 attempted chances in 90 minutes.
I know.
Rafinha looking like he wants to go out the door. It's a mess right now.
It is.
And you do have to wonder if getting rid of Bielsa at that time was the right decision.
You've got to beat Norwich though, haven't you?
You've got to beat Norwich. This is an absolute must-win. If Leeds don't win this, they're going down.
Yes.
This is the easiest game on paper until the end of the season. I think Rafinha's going to turn up.
Yeah.
I feel like it's all going to come together. I'm backing them 2-1.
Wow, so tell me, in FPL, Coutinho or Rafinha? Both.
I say both.
Okay.
Captain Coutinho, but keep Rafinha.
I think Leeds are going to win this one.
Yep.
I don't think there's any other result for me. 2-0 to Leeds United.
Yep.
Seema.
I'm going to go with 2-1 to Norwich.
Okay.
Purely because I'm a bit of a Jackmate fan. I know he's from Norwich, so I'm just going to back it purely because I know he's from there.
You're always watching Jack, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been watching him for years.
Typical fan.
And of course,
He is a
when he
legend,
came round to our house to film with you, I wasn't there, which was a shame.
Southampton against Watford, 10th against 19th. Both of these teams lost twice last week. What's happening there?
I don't know. I think the Saints were alright as well.
Yeah, I did too. Against Brentford, they were brilliant.
I know, and I think they have to bounce back. I'm going to go with home form 2-0. I think Armando Broya is going to feast and maybe Ward-Prowse free kick for the second. Remember I said that?
Yeah, Watford are shocking at the moment. I agree, Theo. Home turf, 2-1 to Southampton.
I'm going to go 1-1 for Southampton and Watford because I purely have no idea anything about any of either teams. So
Well,
I'm going to give both of them a chance. But
I
I'm just going to
love
say 1-1.
her honesty.
I think it's going to be very embarrassing if you get like
Yeah.
points than us after all.
I know.
And it just shows if you go
Intuition.
for wacky predictions, then you do get a few right.
It's just how unpredictable football is.
Exactly.
Yeah. West Ham United against Aston Villa, 6th against 9th. Two teams in the top half, and Aston Villa, Theo, they've won the last 3 games.
They
Brilliant.
have. This is the easiest game of the week, isn't it? I mean, West Ham
No, it's not.
lost their last 3 games, went to Europe, so they're tired.
Yeah.
Villa have had to stay in England. They're chilling, man. They beat Leeds 3-0. They've won their last 3 games. Gerrard is probably cracking open a beer. He's looking forward to this. He's going to have a nice weekend out in London too. I mean, surely this is a Villa battering.
I don't think it is, Theo. It's at the Olympic Stadium. I think it's going to be close. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
West Ham are playing in their own stadium, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt.
And Jack, mate, is a West Ham fan.
Oh, of course he is. So
This
yeah,
is-
I'm gonna say West Ham to win because if they've been losing 3 games in a row, then they'll probably have that fire in their bellies. So.
Wow.
And I think Villa are going to absolutely batter West Ham. No, I'm joking. West Ham 1-0.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I'm serious.
Arsenal in 4th against Leicester City in 12th. And
Yeah.
Arsenal, what can we say? Saka is smashing it, isn't he?
He is. The whole team is.
Yeah,
Lacazette,
true.
Odegaard, Martinelli. Arteta's got them playing the Gunners' way.
Yes.
They're now 4 wins in a row. They've got some of the best form in the league. They're looking like they're going to get top 4. And they've got to continue to win games, keep this form up. And a home game to Leicester right now, they're probably seeing an easy 3 points. Not easy. It's never easy in the Premier League, and Leicester are bouncing back under Brendan Rodgers. However, they've had other distractions. They actually want to win the Conference League. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. They've been chilling.
Wow. I tell you what, though, Harvey Barnes recently has been very, very impressive.
Oh yeah, Harvey Barnes has been good. Or Brighton turned up in
Yeah.
the Conference League. Has been bouncing with
Yes.
a lot of goals, and it makes sense after all the transfer talk in the summer.
Yeah.
He's going to turn up with a big goal at Emirates. Could happen.
2-0 Arsenal. 'cause
Wow. And you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 to Arsenal.
Oh.
I'm going to bring Saka and Odegaard into my midfield.
I'm going Martinelli and Lacazette, but that just shows
Ooh.
the difference.
Yeah.
They've got so many talents. You could pick anyone for FPL with Arsenal, but go big on them the next few games, guys. I recommend.
Crystal Palace in 11th against Man City. We know where they are. They're top of the league. And in that
Yep.
Manchester derby, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, the whole team was superb, weren't they? You were there.
I was there. They battered a weak Manchester United.
A terrible Man United. In that second half, they gave up in front of our eyes. It was embarrassing.
The first half showed real potential.
They did, yeah.
They wanted to go for it. They got back into the game. They scored a nice counter-attack, and then they've blown it.
Yeah, is there something wrong at that club?
Lack
Theo?
of fight. I don't think Ralph Ragnick can fire them up in the dressing room
Yes, yeah.
like Ole could. I'm going to go Palace 0, Man City 3. I don't see anything changing. City, I do believe, will win the Premier League.
Yes.
And it's another game. Although Palace have won the last 2, and I swear they beat City last time at Etihad.
I'll tell you what, Theo, Crystal Palace beat Wolves last game week. That's
Yeah.
a good result. But you know what? I think they'll score. Crystal Palace 1, Man City 3.
I've got a loyalty to Manchester. Spent the first 10 years of my life growing up there, so
Yeah.
I'm going to go with 2-0 Man City.
You've lost the accent there.
Yeah, he
Oh,
looks
I know,
excellent.
it's such a shame.
We both
blame
have.
me.
For
Blame
posh
me.
London kids now.
I know.
What happened?
That, well, I mean, yeah. People
Yeah.
don't know that. We actually grew up in Manchester.
I
It's
know,
a
Little
little
I
fun
fact.
fact.
Little fun
Little
fact.
flog that fact.
Altrincham.
Little flog this fact.
Altrincham is the ends, man.
It's a double game week.
It
3
is.
more games. Let's get straight to it, Theo. I'm going Brighton 0, Spurs 1.
I'm going Brighton 0, Tottenham 2. Kulusevski and Eric Dyer.
Brighton 1, Spurs 1.
Wow. And the next game is Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1.
Tough game, this could
Very
go either way.
tough, yeah.
Arsenal will be fired up, but I remember, when they play the likes of City and Liverpool at home, they usually lose it in the head. They have that fight. They show they can probably beat them on paper,
Yeah.
but there's just that something missing. That cool and collected way of winning a game of football when you're playing against some of the best teams in the world. I think we may see a similar story where Arsenal looked the better team in the first half, but Liverpool climb, and it'll be 1-0 at half time, and Liverpool end up winning 2-1.
Seema.
Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0.
And the final game, I'm going for Everton 1, Newcastle 1.
Yeah, interesting. Everton need to win that one, depending on the result. I predicted Everton to win. Newcastle out of the relegation scrap now. They're chilling. I'm going to go for 1 or draw 2. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go Everton 2 and Newcastle 1.
Let us know your FPL teams on Twitter and Instagram. Follow us on there as well. We need 15,300 likes, don't we, Sam?
Absolutely.
And that's
Thank you for
absolute-
having me on the channel.
Yeah, first proper time on the channel
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's quality.
It's our first female guest on this show.
No way.
That's a shame.
I can't
That is
believe
a
it.
shame. It's not meant
We
to
need
be
We
like
need
that.
to fix up.
Let's try and get a run of female guests.
Absolutely. Stumpeg, where are you?
I'm surprised we haven't done Stump Egg before.
I know.
Oh, we need to. Next
Yes.
time, Stump Egg, I'm calling you out. Get your own predictions next time. Please like and subscribe. And apart from that, that's it. Let's see you in a bit.
So
Bye.
yeah, I'm going off for a Guinness now.
See you later.